Hello students, this is your online class for class 10th, chapter electricity. This is the fourth class of this chapter. Previously we had live sessions where you have studied very important concepts of this chapter: current, potential difference, resistors, combination of resistors, resistors in series and parallel. All of that you must have learned by now. This is the last topic, but very important topic, which is heating effect of electric current. So as you know, whenever current flows, it causes production of heat. कोई भी डिवाइस है आपने देखा होगा इसमें करंट फ्लो करता है तो हीट दैट आल्सो गेट्स हॉट, लाइक इलेक्ट्रिक बल्ब है या फिर कोई भी डिवाइस है, तो current always produces heat energy. How does that energy is produced? You know that whenever current is flowing, there is any circuit. This is your circuit. Here any bulb is attached and this is your basic circuit. Whenever current will flow in this wire or in this bulb, it flows by energy. Whatever process is happening, कोई भी process हो रही है, it needs energy. So production of current, flow of current also needs energy. So what happens, some of that energy by which current is flowing is converted into heat energy. Okay, so that heat energy manifests itself in form of heat. So as you know, a part of the source energy in maintaining the current may be consumed into useful work. कुछ current ने कुछ energy का use हो गया to produce some work, like electric fan. जो electric fan होता है, how does that work? Blades of electric fan. In an electric fan, electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy. All right, so some energy is used in work, but some energy appears in form of heat. Okay, so that's how current produces heating effects. So what are the different practical applications of this effect, heating effect? Can you name some devices which are based on this effect of current? फॉर एग्जाम्पल इलेक्ट्रिक आयरन, जो प्रेस होती है, जो आप प्रेस करते हो, दैट इज़ ऑल्सो बेस्ड ऑन हीटिंग इफेक्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट. ओके, टोस्टर है, कोई हीटिंग डिवाइस है, हीटर है, दैट इज़ ऑल्सो बेस्ड ऑन हीटिंग इफेक्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट. फ्यूज़ वायर जो होता है, जो मेल्ट हो जाता है व्हेन हाई करंट फ्लोज, that is also due to heating effect of electric current. So one by one we will take all of that. Before that, let's take the mathematical expressions of this effect. Means how will you count how much of heat is produced? Okay, how much of current will produce the heat? So for that you must recall this formula for potential difference. What is potential difference? Potential difference is defined as the work done to move a charge from one point to another. You all सभी को याद होगा ये, जो कि लास्ट क्लास में हो चुका है. So this is potential difference and this is work, and you know work is energy. So this work is nothing but heat. We can take this as heat because heat is energy and energy is work done. All right, so work is heat. So how can you calculate W? W will be potential difference into charge. This is the work done, heat produced. Okay, but heating effect is of current, so how can you convert Q into I? You know that Q is equal to current into time. That is very simple, क्योंकि चार्ज जो होता है that is current multiplied by time. So you, this formula you can write as VQ is equal to VIT. This is the formula for energy produced in an electric current conductor, या फिर heat produced in an electric conductor. So how can you write this formula in different ways? First formula is formed VIT. W is heat energy, you can write as heat. V is potential difference, I is current, and T is time. How can you write in different ways? What is Ohm's law? Ohm's law says V is equal to IR. So put this value in V. IR dot I dot T. It gives us I square RT. Alright, so we get another formula for work done heat, which is one is W is equal to VIT. Second is I square RT, right? And the third is when you put the value of I by Ohm's law, you get V dot V by R dot T, which gives you V square by R T. So these three formulas you get, which are which three formulas you are getting. First is W is equal to VIT or I square RT or V square by RT. Alright, these are the three formulas. But whenever you calculate heat energy, जब भी आप heat energy calculate करोगे, you always use this formula. H is equal to I square RT, because in this formula all the parameters like current, resistance and time, these are included, because heat energy produced in a conductor always depends on current, resistance and time. Alright, so whenever you solve any problem related to heat energy, you will always solve only this formula. H is equal to I square RT, because heat produced in a conductor depends on current, resistance and time. Alright, this is a law and which is known as Joule's law of heating. Joule's law of heating, which is I square R T is equal to heat. Alright, Joule's law of heating, which says that heat produced in a conductor is directly proportional to current in that conductor, resistance of that conductor and the amount of time in which current flows. Okay, so we can study this from NCERT book too. You know that H is equal to VIT. We can write this as H is equal to I square RT. H is equal to I square RT. This is known as Joule's law of heating. This law implies that heat produced in a resistor or device directly proportional to square of current for a given resistance, square of current, resistance and time for which current flows. Alright, you will always use this formula. If you have given voltage, how will you find current? You will find this from V is equal to IR. I will be V by R. By putting value of I, you can find out heat. Alright. So you studied about heat, which is energy. But do you know what is the difference between energy and power? What is energy and what is power? You should know that power is rate of energy या फिर rate of work done. जिस रेट पर वर्क हो रहा है, जिस रेट पर एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस हो रही है, दैट इज नोन एज पावर. सो पावर इज रेट ऑफ वर्क डन या फिर रेट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन ऑफ एनर्जी या फिर एनर्जी इज heat is also energy. So electric power will be defined as the rate of production of heat. Okay, the rate at which heat is produced, that is known as power. All right, so so power is rate of work done in an electric conductor, rate of work done by current. Okay, current जिस रेट पर वर्क करता है, that is power. So how can you find out power from energy? देखिए, एनर्जी का फॉर्मूला भी आपने निकाले, एनर्जी या फिर हीट का VIT, I square RT and V square by RT. How will you find out power from these formulas? Very easy. Power is energy divided by time. So you will just eliminate T from E, which will be formed P is equal to I square R and V square by R T. Alright, let's write this again. The formula for energies are E is equal to VIT or I square RT or V square divided by R into T. Power will be energy divided by time, so VI or I square R or V square by R. From these three formulas you can find out power of any electric device. Okay. Unit of energy is joule, as you know. Work done is joule, and unit of power is WATT, which is watt. So power is watt. For example, 2 watts, 3 watts, 30 watts, जो भी आप डिवाइस लेते हो, बल्ब, फैन, उसमें पावर लिखी होती है उसकी, तो वाट और किलोवाट में वो पावर हो सकती है. किलोवाट इज 1000 watt. All right. So if I say that 1 kilowatt has 1000 watt, all right, and 1 hour has 3600 seconds. Okay, now I am writing 1 kilowatt hour. Now tell me, this is a unit, और ये यूनिट किसकी होगी, एनर्जी या फिर पावर? टेल मी, think about this, because kilowatt is power and hour is time, so power into time is energy, so this is the unit of energy. Okay, so कोई भी आपका इलेक्ट्रिक मीटर होता है उसमें जो यूनिट होती है 1 यूनिट्स, 3 यूनिट्स, 30 यूनिट्स, जिसके अकॉर्डिंग आपका बिल आता है, तो दैट 1 यूनिट इज इक्वल टू 1 किलोवाट आवर. सो आपने अगर 5 किलोवाट आवर एनर्जी यूज़ की है, इट मीन्स आपने 5 यूनिट्स एनर्जी यूज़ की है इन इलेक्ट्रिक डिवाइसेस. एंड हाउ मच ऑफ एनर्जी दिस इज एक्चुअली 1 kilowatt hour. 1 kilowatt hour will be equal to 1000 watt into 3600 seconds. We are converting this unit into SI unit, and SI unit of energy is joule, so this will be 3.6 into 10 raised to power 6 joules. This is the energy is equal to 1 kilowatt hour. Since kilowatt hour is not SI, so first convert into SI units, watt and seconds. That will be 3.6 into 10 raised to power 6 joules. Alright, so let's take some numericals. Think about this. Electric iron consumes energy at a rate. Rate आ गया मतलब energy at a rate. It means this is power and unit of power is watt. You can find out this from unit. Watt है तो power है. When heating is done at maximum rate, and 360 watt when heating is done in minimum. You can adjust the amount of heating in iron, जो प्रेस होती है उसमें हीटिंग एडजस्ट कर सकते हो. तो आप ज़्यादा हीट करते हो तो इतनी रेट, इतनी पावर यूज़ होती है, और कम में इतनी पावर. वोल्टेज आपको दी हुई है, जो भी आपका डोमेस्टिक वोल्टेज है. टेल मी द करंट एंड रेजिस्टेंस. सो देखिए आपको क्या क्या दिया हुआ है, किसी भी न्यूमेरिकल में देखिए क्या दिया हुआ है. P दिया हुआ है, V दिया हुआ है, आपको निकालना है I. अब देखिए कौन सा फॉर्मूला यूज़ कर सकते हैं, वेरी सिंपल, दिमाग में तुरंत आ जाना चाहिए. P इज इक्वल टू VI, तो I विल बी P डिवाइडेड बाई V. 840 या जो भी पावर दी हुई है डिवाइडेड बाई 220, दिस विल बी द फर्स्ट current value. Similarly, you will find the current value for 360 watt. After finding current, you can find resistance. V is equal to IR. From Ohm's law, you know current, you know voltage, you can find resistance. This is very easy. You must practice this on your own. I is equal to P by V and R is equal to V by I. Alright. You can also use these formulas. P is equal to V square by R or I square R, but generally we use this formula, P is equal to VI. Okay, we can see second numerical 100 joule of heat are produced each second in 4 ohm resistance. हीट आ गया है, तो हीट आ गया तो आपको यही फॉर्मूला यूज़ करना है, H इज इक्वल टू आई स्क्वायर आर टी, जूल्स लॉ ऑफ हीटिंग. You have given resistance, time 1 second and heat. Okay, you have to find potential difference. तो पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस के लिए पहले आपको I फाइंड आउट करना पड़ेगा, और जब आपको I पता हो और R पता हो तो पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस आप V इज इक्वल टू आई आर ओम्स लॉ से फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं. दैट इज़ वेरी इजी, वेरी वेरी इजी क्वेश्चन. ओके, exercise questions we will do later. First, see what are the practical applications of heating effect. Practical applications are which I was talking about in the beginning, कि कौन कौन से ऐसे डिवाइस हैं आपके घर में which are based on heating effect, like electric press, आयरन जो होती है प्रेस होती है, टोस्टर, हीटर, और जो भी आपके डिवाइसेस हैं वो. ठीक है, सो हाउ दे आर बेस्ड ऑन प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेशंस. नाउ यू हैव टू लिसन वेरी केयरफुली. So first heating device, the most important heating device is bulb. ठीक है, you know anything glows, कोई भी चीज़ ग्लो करती है when that is heated too much. जब कोई भी चीज़ आप बहुत ज़्यादा हीट करते हो तो वो ग्लो करती है, बेशक वो वुड हो या फिर कोई मेटल हो. ठीक है, सो दिस इज़ बेस्ड ऑन हीटिंग इफेक्ट. बट इन दिस वी हैव टू टेक केयर, हमें इस चीज़ का ध्यान रखना है कि वो इतनी हीट होने के बाद दैट शुड नॉट मेल्ट, क्योंकि कोई भी सब्सटेंस जब हम उसे ज़्यादा हीट करते हैं तो वो मेल्ट हो जाता है, पिघल जाता है. तो बल्ब में हमें कुछ ऐसा यूज़ करना है जिसका मेल्टिंग पॉइंट वेरी हाई हो. ओके, सो सेकेंड थिंग इज bulb will glow when there is high heat. Okay, so we also need to produce high heat. So what can we use in that case? So there is a metal with highest melting point which is known as tungsten, और इसका melting point होता है 3380 डिग्री सेल्सियस. दिस टंगस्टन जो मेटल होती है वो इतने टेम्परेचर पर भी मेल्ट नहीं होगी. सो दैट्स व्हाई वी यूज़ टंगस्टन मेटल इन फिलामेंट्स ऑफ बल्ब. एक बल्ब के अंदर क्या क्या चीज़ें होती हैं देखिए, जो बल्ब होता है आपका उसके अंदर एक फिलामेंट होता है. दैट फिलामेंट, दैट वायर ग्लोज, दैट्स वाई heat is produced. Okay, this is the filament. This is glass and inside glass a gas is filled. अब बताइए कि बल्ब के अंदर गैस क्यों फिल होती है. देखिए, मेटल्स का मेल्टिंग पॉइंट तो हाई होता है, मेटल्स का मेल्टिंग पॉइंट वेरी हाई होता है, इस केस में 3380 डिग्री सेल्सियस है. लेकिन प्रॉब्लम ये है दैट मेटल्स ऑक्सीडाइज एट हाई टेम्परेचर्स. मीन्स जब अगर मेटल को बहुत ज़्यादा टेम्परेचर पे हीट करोगे देन मेटल्स विल ऑक्सीडाइज. ऑक्सीडाइज का मतलब होता है मेटल विल लूज इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, मेटल विल लूज इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. सो इन दैट केस मेटल ऑक्सीडेशन होगा और मेटल के ऊपर ऑक्साइड की लेयर आ जाएगी और वो मेटल कोरोड हो जाएगी. सो दैट्स वाई वी नीड एन इनर्ट एनवायरमेंट. इनर्ट एनवायरमेंट होता है, इनर्ट का मीनिंग होता है INERT. कुछ इनर्ट गैसेस होती हैं, तो इनर्ट का मतलब होता है नॉट रिएक्टिव, विच डू नॉट रिएक्ट. सो जो फिलामेंट मेटल का होगा, जो टंगस्टन का फिलामेंट है, वी enclose it in a glass which has gas. Bulb, okay, and bulb के अंदर filament, और filament is in inert environment. And what are inert gases? Neon, argon, these all are inert gases. These do not react. So this metal will not react with neon, argon, so it will not oxidize. Okay, so that's why we use inert gases. So let's see. A strong metal with high melting point such as tungsten is used for making bulb filaments. The filament should be thermally isolated and the bulbs are usually filled with chemically inactive. Inactive means होता है inert. So inactive होती है nitrogen and argon gases to prolong the life of filament. Okay. Most of the power consumed by filament appears as heat but a small part of it is formed light. So heat energy is converted into light energy. So you have understood bulb. Second practical application of heating effect is heating devices. What are heating devices? Like electric iron and toaster. Okay, iron and toaster. So how iron and toaster produce heat? Okay, so to produce heat we want that it should not melt भी नहीं होना चाहिए, और it should produce high heat. Okay, so we have two choices. One is alloy and second is metal. What are alloys? Alloys are nothing but combination of metals and नॉन metals. Means दो metals को मिलाकर आप alloys बना सकते हो, या फिर एक metal और दूसरी नॉन metal को बनाकर आप alloys बना सकते हो. So alloys are mixtures of metals, two metals, or a metal and a non metal, that are alloys. So you should know that H is equal to I square RT, जो अभी हमने पढ़ा, जूल्स लॉ ऑफ हीटिंग. सो रेजिस्टेंस या रेजिस्टिविटी ज़्यादा होगी तो हीट भी ज़्यादा प्रोड्यूस होगा. और पॉइंट ये है कि एलॉयज़ की जो रेजिस्टिविटी होती है दैट इज़ हायर देन मेटल्स. मीन्स एलॉयज़ प्रोड्यूस हाई हीट देन मेटल्स. सो दैट्स वाई वी यूज़ alloys in heating devices, because resistivity of alloys is higher than metals. Okay, but we need to choose alloys very carefully, because alloys have a range of melting points. We have to take care of melting point too. So alloys जो होते हैं उनका melting point कम भी हो सकता है, ज़्यादा भी हो सकता है. So we need to choose an alloy which has high melting point so that it does not melt. So in heating devices we use alloys because alloys have high resistivity. Resistivity is this rho resistivity, and resistivity, high resistivity means high heat. So high heat can be produced in heating devices. Okay, generally we use alloys of nichrome, which is alloy of nickel metal and chromium metal. Nickel and chromium. So nichrome is used in heating devices because nichrome is an alloy and alloys have high resistivity, so high heat is produced and it has also high melting point. Alright, so I am asking you one question कि why don't we use metals in heating devices? हमने टंगस्टन को हीटिंग डिवाइस में यूज़ क्यों नहीं किया? क्योंकि इसका मेल्टिंग पॉइंट हाई होता है और हीट भी प्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं. देन वाई? बिकॉज जो मेटल्स होती हैं दैट गेट ऑक्सीडाइज्ड एट हाई टेम्परेचर्स, जो कि मैंने अभी आपको बताया, मेटल्स गेट ऑक्सीडाइज एट हाई टेम्परेचर्स. सो वी कैन नॉट यूज tungsten or any metal in heating devices. We can only use metals in bulbs because bulbs have inert gases like nitrogen and argon. But in heating devices we cannot use inert environment, so metal gets oxidized. So we use alloys. Okay, clear? So alloys are used in heating devices because they have high resistivity producing high heat, and also metals, they do not get oxidized. Alloys do not get oxidized at high temperatures, so we use alloys. Okay, now the third application of electric current heating effect is fuse. What is fuse? आपने देखा होगा जब भी बोलते हैं कि लाइट चली गई क्योंकि फ्यूज उड़ गया होगा. व्हाट इज फ्यूज? फ्यूज इज नथिंग बट अ डिवाइस. ओके, फ्यूज एक डिवाइस होता है दैट इज यूज्ड फॉर सेफ्टी. फ्यूज इज अ सेफ्टी डिवाइस, क्योंकि समटाइम्स व्हाट हैपन्स, किसी भी डिवाइस की करंट की लिमिट होती है. मान लीजिए कि बल्ब इतना करंट जो है, अगर इससे ज़्यादा फ्लो किया करंट तो वो बल्ब खराब हो सकता है, सर्किट खराब हो सकता है. सो फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज़ योर इलेक्ट्रिक सर्किट. यहाँ पर आपकी वोल्टेज है, ये आपका बल्ब लगा हुआ है. ठीक है, क्या होगा जब करंट फ्लो करेगा? सो इस फॉर एग्जांपल पावर ऑफ दिस बल्ब इज एनीथिंग 20 वाट. ठीक है, और ये वोल्टेज है आपकी 220. सो हाउ मच करंट विल फ्लो? टेल मी. P इज इक्वल टू वी आई. आई विल बी 220 by 20 by 220. So this much of current will flow. अगर इससे ज़्यादा करंट फ्लो करता है तो दैट डिवाइस और सर्किट कैन ब्रेक, दैट सर्किट कैन you can say that it will cause short circuit, ठीक है, एंड ऑल्सो प्रोड्यूस फायर. सो अगर ज़्यादा करंट फ्लो करेगा तो इट इज़ वेरी अनसेफ एंड इट कैन प्रोड्यूस fire or it can cause short circuit. Okay, to save us from short circuit or any electrical accident we use electric fuse. How? Because whenever high amount of current will flow, for example this is your fuse and this is bulb. So when high amount of current flows, फ्यूज़ विल मेल्ट, ये फ्यूज़ मेल्ट हो जाएगा और सर्किट ब्रेक हो जाएगा, सर्किट कंप्लीट नहीं होगा. सो दैट्स वाई इलेक्ट्रिक करंट विल स्टॉप. सो व्हाट यू कैन से that common application of Joule's law of heating is fuse, because it protects circuits and appliances by stopping the flow of unduly high electric current. The fuse is placed in series with the device. It consists of a piece of wire of metal or an alloy of appropriate melting point. What is appropriate melting point? देखिए, the fuse wire should have low melting point. Why? Because अगर ज़्यादा melting point होगा तो वो melt नहीं होगा. That's why we use fuse wire, because it has low melting point and it melts when high amount of current flows through the circuit. If a current larger than the specified value flows through the circuit, the temperature of wire increases, और temperature increase, current increase होने से temperature increase होता है and the melts the fuse wire and breaks the circuit. All right, so it is can be used to save from any electric accident. Okay, fuse wire are generally of 1 ampere, 2 ampere, 3 ampere, 5 ampere. It means that अगर 1 ampere से ज़्यादा करंट फ्लो करेगा तो मेल्ट हो जाएगा. अगर 10 ampere का फ्यूज़ है तो इतने करंट से ज़्यादा फ्लो करेगा तो वो मेल्ट हो जाएगा. फॉर एग्जांपल इलेक्ट्रिक आयरन प्रेस है जो कि 1 किलोवाट पावर यूज़ हो रही है और ऑपरेटेड एट 220 वोल्ट पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस. So by formula P is equal to VI, you can find out current 4.45 ampere, 4.54 ampere. So what will be the fuse value? Fuse की वैल्यू क्या होगी? More than 4.5, फॉर एग्जाम्पल 5 एम्पियर. ठीक है, अगर 5 एम्पियर से ज़्यादा करंट फ्लो करेगा तो फ्यूज़ मेल्ट हो जाएगा. So that was very easy, some easy concepts. Electric power you have already studied. P is equal to VI, V square by R. Okay, watt is the unit of power. So how will you define 1 watt? You simply put the unit in this formula, 1 volt into 1 ampere. So 1 watt is the power of a device that carries 1 ampere of current when operated potential difference 1 volt. Okay, what is 1 kilowatt hour? You have already studied. So